If you want to have a strategy in place when it comes to driving for dollars, make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be going over how I strategize my routes to avoid driving around in areas that wouldn't make good leads. Let's get into it. Let's say that I just moved to a new city such as Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami. It doesn't really matter what the city is, but I wanted to start wholesaling in those cities by driving for dollars. The very first thing that I'm gonna do is market research because I don't want to be driving around in areas that cash buyers are not buying in because then you just wasting time. So what I'm going to do, I'm about to dive into my computer and show you how I use List Source to pull a buyer's list. I don't purchase anything, but I'm going to show you how I use it in order to do a portion of my market research to figure out what neighborhood that I'm going to be driving for dollars in. Let's get into my computer. So the very first thing I'm going to do is go to county, and I'm going to go to the new state that I just moved to. We're just using this as an example. So let's say that I moved to Florida and I moved to Dade County. So what you'll do, you'll add Dade County over. You have to hit the add button so it can save. And then next you'll go over to the property tab. And when you go into your property tab, you need to go to last market sale date. We're going to choose last 12 months. Those are the buyers that bought in Dade County for cash in the past 12 months. So we're going to click add. So you have 36,000 so far. Then we're going to come back and we're going to go to equity percentage. So this is how we identify that it's actually a cash transaction. We're going to do 99% to 100. So you see it's 8,782 cash buyers. Then we're going to go to property types. And you know the type of properties that we go after is single family homes, duplex, triplex, and quads. So that's what I'm going to select in the computer. So yeah, triplex, I'm going to add it, duplex, quads, residential, single family. So that brought the list down to 2,000. Then we're going to go over to the option tab. We're going to change this to absentee owned because we wouldn't want cash buyers that are actually occupying the property because that'll be the type of buyer that's looking to live in the property. We're looking for buyers that are looking for investment properties. Then we're going to go to trustee owned. We're going to exclude corporate owned properties, no preference. And then address completeness, we're going to do both mail-in property and address complete. So you have 2,131 cash buyers in the area. So we're going to go to purchase list. We're not going to purchase the list, but we're going to go to purchase list. And we're going to go to purchase partial list. And then we're going to go to custom selection. And then we're going to get the zip codes. And see, what you'll be able to do, you'll be able to export this for free. You'll be able to export this for free and you're going to see exactly how it looks. I'm not going to put this in because I don't want these zip codes, but I'm going to show you exactly how it will look. So as you can see on the screen, once you export that list and you send it to yourself, you will see a list of zip codes that you have to sort from greatest to least. And the greatest amount of cash transactions will be to the right of the zip codes. And those are definitely the areas that you want to drive around in to find driving for dollar leads. Now, after you get the list of zip codes from List Source, that's not it. You still have to figure out the neighborhoods in that zip code that would be great neighborhoods to drive for dollars in. And I know you probably like, well, how would I do that? So the next thing you have to do is use whatever list broker that you use. I use PropStream. The zip codes that are in that county, I'm going to go into PropStream. I'm going to enter in that county. I'm going to pull all the absentee owners in that county. And I'm not going to skip trace all of them up front. But what I will do is I'm going to import the property addresses into my Google Maps so I can see what cluster of properties are in a certain area. But in PropStream also, whenever I'm filtering out what type of absentee owner properties that I want to go after, I'm going to put in a certain time frame that the property was built. I'm going to put in the ownership length for the property, which will mainly be 5 years. And that's going to put me in older neighborhoods where I know that there's going to be properties that are going to need repairs. You can go into other neighborhoods that may be newer, but I normally go into those neighborhoods if I'm looking for properties that I would potentially do a seller finance or a subject to deal on, and then I can flip the property to a retail buyer. So the next thing that you will need to do now is hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, because that's gonna let YouTube know that this content is useful and they're gonna push it out to a larger audience. Now let's get back into the video. Now, the official next step that is very important is you're gonna need a car and you're gonna need gas, of course. So once you have your zip codes, you have your neighborhoods that you wanna go in, it's time to drive around in these neighborhoods to find properties that need repair, that may have high grass, that has a roof covering over the top because it's a hole in the roof, or just a flat out vacant property. Those are the properties that you want to go after. And guess what? Building your own driving for dollars list compared to having a prop stream list, you'll notice that it may be some differences, because some of the properties that you may see, it may show up in prop stream as owner occupied, but you can clearly look at the property and see that it's vacant. Guess what? A large percentage of wholesalers are not reaching out to that seller. So that seller may not be as agitated as you may think they will be, because they're not being reached out to by a whole lot of wholesalers. And you can continue to do this the free route. And if you are going to do it the free route, only thing you will need when you're driving for dollars is pen and paper. What I use is the Deal Machine app because it speeds up the process of figuring out who owns the property. And you also can send a direct mail piece directly to the seller inside of the Deal Machine app. And also, if you use my link below, you'll get a 7-day free trial to test it out to see if it's a good fit for you. But you will save time because you'll be able to just press the property in the app and it'll bring up all the information you need regarding the homeowner. So feel free to check that app out. Like I said, you can go the free route and just use pen and paper, but I always recommend the most efficient way. And please set a goal for yourself when you go out there. Set a goal for you to put 40 to 100 properties in your Deal Machine app before you decide to come home. Because the more leads that you add inside the app, the better chances that you will have to close your first deal or close more deals. And another thing that's very exciting about driving for dollars is you can actually scale your business driving for dollars. You can remove yourself as a driver and you can hire 3, 4, 5, 6 people to drive, even though you have to upgrade your service. But if you have 5 to 6 people out driving for you, you're gonna bring more leads in when you're driving for dollars instead of you only doing that. So keep that in mind if you start to get discouraged because it's taking you a while to build up 40 to 100 properties. You know, when you get your second, third, fourth deal, you can reinvest back into driving for dollars and hire people to drive for you. Now, if you want to see a video on how to get started in real estate and you want a step-by-step guide, please feel free to check out my video here, and I'll see you next time.